How's it going, everybody? This is Nathan Capizzello back with another video. So I do my NBA exclusive podcast called The Jordan Brand by Nathan Capizzello. Another thing I do is called the Bleed Panther podcast by Nathan Capizzello. I am a diehard Carolina Panthers fan. I'll only show this once, just how I got the name. You know, I do have a tattoo with the Panthers logo cutting out of my skin. So when I say Bleed Panther podcast, I literally mean it. I made it happen. So anyway, this is the first video. Like I said, I'm a diehard Carolina Panthers fan, but I live in Pennsylvania, so we're surrounded by Eagles and Steeler fans here, but I still want to represent the Panthers. So I'm going to go. I have tickets to already see the Panthers at the Giants week 2, so I'm going to be able to see them in New York. One of the good things about living in the Northeast is that we have so many. We have the Giants, the Redskins, the Steelers, the Eagles, the Ravens. We play the Ravens too. So there's a lot of options. That the Panthers always come to the Northeast every year. Either they're at Washington or in Philly or at New York. So I always catch them there. I haven't drove down to Charlotte since I was not 10 years old. My dad took me, so I do want to plan that trip. But like I said, I do go to a lot of the road games. So with all that saying, I hope you Panther fans follow me all season and to continue to follow me. You know, I'm a diehard Panther fan. You guys will see it in my videos with the emotion, and I know what I'm talking about. And you know, like I said, I love this team, bro. I was born a Panthers fan. I truly believe that. Like when I had the Panthers Bleed podcast. So after all that introduction, today we are going to talk about the Carolina Panthers offense. The Carolina Panthers offense, who last year was quarterbacked by Sam Darnold, and we all know what happened. I mean, we don't have to talk about it. You know, P.J. Walker didn't do good. Sam Darnold was a huge disappointment. The Panthers overall have been a disappointment the last 4 years. We got Christian and we got DJ. We got these players, but we'll get into that. But like I said, I'm tired of the disappointment. I think we all are. Those Panther helmets they just came out with are absolutely sick. So we'll see. But they're only wearing them once this year against the Falcons. So maybe it's a test run. I do believe we're getting new uniforms soon, even though I love these. We changed the logo, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, the quarterback is going to be Baker Mayfield, I believe. I would have rather had Deshaun Watson, to be honest with you. But they wanted a little too much for him, and we didn't want to guarantee all those years. So we had Baker Mayfield. We had, Sam Darnold. I don't want even on the team. It's just let him go. He was a taint. Just let him go. Be done with him. Just, whatever. P.J. Walker, obviously. We got Matt Corral. Matt Corral, I was happy when we drafted him. And I thought, when we drafted him, I was like, maybe he can become the starter this year. You never know. The fact that they traded for Baker Mayfield right before training camp tells me that they don't believe Matt Corral is ready to start pro. And he was the 3rd-round pick. So, it's not like was a waste. Like, he just needs some more time, and I believe you put him with Baker, and hopefully Baker Mayfield brings, he can throw the ball. He's a former number 1 pick. I believe that maybe he didn't, Cleveland, it just, he ran into Patrick Mahomes, and he did an okay job last year. He didn't do that good, but Kevin Stefanski went out and got Deshaun Watson. It's business. You have an opportunity to get a better player and put him with, they got Nick Chubb and all them. They're going to take it. So Baker Mayfield, got himself out of there. Kind of went out like a G. Kind of said, you know what? If y'all gonna do this, but fuck y'all, you know. And I kind of appreciate that. I like Baker Mayfield's swag. I like that. I liked him in Oklahoma. So we'll see. I'm willing to give him a chance. I was kind of, I didn't know how to think about it, honestly, when they were talking about it. Like I said, I think we was more disappointment that we didn't get to Sean rather than we don't like him. But now that we have him and now that we're moving on, let's give him a chance. So. Running backs. We got Christian McCaffrey, obviously. When Christian McCaffrey's healthy, when he's playing 100%, he's top 3 player in the league. He can run, he can catch, he's strong, and he has tremendous work ethic. He's intelligent as hell. He's a hell of a player. And any coach would want a guy like that. I mean, he has the complete package. Not only does he bring the athletic ability, but he brings something that a lot of players don't. He brings the brains. He brings the intelligence that separates him. And I love Christian. He's my favorite player. He's only played 6 games in 2 years. Maybe it's a little bit more than that, but that's disappointing. He's always hurt. That's really disappointing. It's when he went down 2 years ago, it was like, all right, he's hurt. But when he came back last year, I'm like, he's come back. But then, he got hurt again. And it's like, fuck. Here we go again. Like I said, obviously, I love him, but I just don't want him to get hurt. If he gets hurt again, then because then we got Chuba Hubbard, and from looking at last year, Chuba Hubbard has this year to me. I'm on a very short leash with him, to be honest with you. Last year, he didn't really show me, flashes of what an NFL backup running back could be. I'm looking at like a Tony Pollard, or I'm looking at another good backup. I'm looking at who's the guy for the Eagles? I'm looking at these teams that use 2 or 3 backs now. He's got to be viable, and I didn't really see that at Chuba Hubbard, honestly. And the pro game's way different than the college game. Like I said, I have a question mark next to his name. Like I said, I think he could be replaced real quick if he doesn't have a good year this year. We went out and got D'Onta Foreman, who I believe, I'm very happy about this pick. He's going to be our 3rd round back. He's going to be our bruiser. He had a good year when Derrick Henry went down. He did really well. He rushed. He did really well. His stats were good. Obviously, he was behind Derrick Henry. I don't care how good you do. You're not going to start when he comes back. So he went out and got himself an opportunity. And I think he's going to play a huge role. Kind of hoping like Garrett Blount did for the Eagles that year. They had that guy who could come in and get him 3-4 yards because the Panthers were missing that desperately. Short yardage, we were terrible. We can take the pressure off Christian and throw him in there. I like that pickup. I think he was looking for the opportunity, obviously, because he was behind Henry. Now that, being behind Christian is a lot different than being behind Henry. So, receivers. We got my boy DJ Moore. He's from Philly. I used to, DJ Moore is the real deal. I love him. We gave him that extension, thank God. He's like our homegrown player, like him and Christian. But I love DJ. I always loved him when we drafted him. That dude was a running back, bro. He's a really good player. He hasn't had anybody to throw him the ball, but when DJ's on, he's on, man. And I believe in DJ Moore. He's a tough receiver. I'm glad to have him on my team. Next is Robbie Anderson, and I got a big fat question mark next to him. I don't like him the past 2 years. I think he sucked, personally. He hasn't done shit. He took the money he stole. He's a thief, essentially. He's played like shit. He'll blame the quarterbacks. He blames whatever, but, I look at guys like Terry McLaurin. I look at guys like, some of these other receivers in the league that still do really good with bullshit quarterbacks. Why? Because they make good plays. So, you know what? Robbie Anderson, if he doesn't do it, I'd get rid of him. I would have gotten rid of him this year, but, Matt Rule's loyal to him, and he's a good player, and, but he already came out and said he doesn't want Baker Mayfield. I have no idea how that's going to work out, but fuck. All right, we got Rashard Higgins from the Browns, he's not a 1, he's a 2 or 3. He's gonna get us, maybe 2, 3, 4 catches a game, maybe that 80 yards, maybe score a touchdown every once in a while. That's what he is, and I'm happy with it. We needed more depth, when he's not coming in as the 1, so I'm happy with it. Question mark, Mr. Terrence Marshall Jr. The wide receiver position is a very replaceable position. Terrence Marshall Jr. is another player that is on a very, very short leash. Him and Chuba, just because they're so replaceable. Terrence Marshall Jr. didn't see the field last year, and if they didn't put him on the field, that tells me they didn't feel as if he was ready to play. He has this year to prove himself, or he's most likely going to be gone. I would get rid of him. I give receivers, running backs 2 years. If you can't adapt in 2 years, I got another rookie I can draft who come right in. So, and I'll pay him a lot less. So, yeah, he's another question mark. But I'm hearing he's having a good camp, so we'll see. Tommy Tremble. I like Tommy Tremble. He's a great blocking tight end. I think for what the Panthers wanted. He's not a receiving tight end. We don't really need a receiving tight end because we use Christian a lot in a slot. Instead of the tight end going out, we've used a running back. So, he's a good guy. I mean, he's a bigger guy, and he blocks well. So I'm okay with having Tommy Tremble on the team. He's not like Kelsey or nothing, or a Kittle, or but he's there to block. The line. I don't know where's everybody gonna line up, so I'm just gonna call him line for now. Brady Christensen. I have a question mark by him. Some games he would do good. Some games you'd look at him and be like, holy fuck, he needs to go back to college. He is projected to be one of our tackles, our left tackle, actually, to take that spot. I believe Akem will eventually be that spot. I have Akem. I am very, very happy with that pick. Akem was the best lineman. Well, who would have thought we picked 7th and 6th, and we were able to get the number 1 lineman, probably the number 1 or 2 player on our board. So that's my cat Kit. Sorry. I'm very happy. We're building with the future. He's the next jersey I want to get, actually. He's just stable. I believe, he's going to be our tackle for the next, 5 to 8 years. And I think Panther fans should be happy with that pick. We needed stability on that line. Not only that, we needed a leader, a homegrown leader. And I think Akem's going to be that. Absolutely, that mammoth. We got Taylor Moton, who, is good. He had a decent year last year. He can teach Akem a lot. Obviously, with us drafting Akem, Taylor now knows that he's not going to be the number 1 guy in a year or 2, most likely. So his role's about to be decreased, which is good for an older player because then he can maybe adapt more. Maybe it'll be better for him. Who knows? And then we have Chad Boseman, who we went after and got into free agency, which I'm very happy with. It was good, another good pickup. So, we fixed the offensive line. We got some studs on there now, and we needed it bad. It was terrible last year. Our offensive coordinator is Ben McAdoo. Like I said, I don't care who you are, what offensive coordinator you are. If you ain't got the quarterback, and you don't got the talent to execute the plays, like anybody can sit at a desk and make good plays, but if you don't have the talent to execute those plays, then it's not going to work. It's all, what happened to Joe Brady. Joe Brady didn't really have a quarterback, and he didn't really adapt because when you're limited. I'm going to be honest with you. Do I believe Baker Mayfield's limited? No, I think he's a decent player, good player. But like I said, I'm remaining open-minded with Ben McAdoo. You know, some people are mad about this, and I say, you know, yeah, he failed at the Giants as a head coach, but he deserves another chance. And if he's not coming in as the head coach, and we'll see. I'm remaining open-minded, so. That's my offensive lineup. Leave a comment. Like it's a new channel, so I'm trying to get some videos out there. I'm not getting many views now, but hopefully the more videos I make. And like I said, yeah. So I hope everybody here has a good day. And like I said, keep pounding, everybody. Keep pounding through life. Have a good day, guys.